Alright, I think I'm ready to go.
Welcome back.
Thanks. Boom. Minecraft. Where have you been all my life, Minecraft? Oh man, yeah. Even though it's only been like a week and a half, feels like it's been a really long time since I played Minecraft. It's all so fresh and new again, just like that. Alright, well, might as well do some flying around this little clifftop castle here. Tagson, hello, I can read chat again. Yeah, I have really enjoyed... What was that?
No more need for Siri.
Yeah. I really enjoyed doing these VR streams, though. Like, super fun. I mean, it also helped that I was playing, like, a super fun game.
Temple looks so cool.
Oh, it is. Oh, Owl, thank you for the resub! Woo! Thank you. But yeah, Thumper is awesome. I will definitely try to think of some other like good VR games that would be like good games to stream. I don't know. I always felt like rhythm games in general would be like a pretty solid choice for streaming.
Yeah. With the mini golf, would it all have to be done off like the same VR set? Like, is there some way of like setting it up so like everybody's sort of playing the same thing, but you know, they might not necessarily even be in the same house, or?
I think they have online play for it. Not 100% sure. So yeah, ideally, like if Matt gets the Vive, I would hope that me and him could play that multiplayer just online. But yeah, I don't know. You think you'll ever pick up a Vive, Rosinka? Or an Oculus or something?
I don't know. I was thinking about getting the one that you just like use your phone as the main thingamabobby for, because I will eventually upgrade my phone to something.
Yeah.
Decent, but it's probably not something that I could justify the amount of money that I would pay for like a proper system for the amount of use that I would give it, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I honestly, you know, I bought this thing when it first came out in 2016, and honestly in the almost 3 years that I've had it now, I have barely used it. More, you know, I've gone through these like spurts where for a couple of weeks I'll use it like quite a lot, and then it's like, well, you know, I've kind of experienced all the things that I had, and I just kind of set it down for a while. But I think this time coming back, there's just enough there. You know, there's like 3 years worth of games and experiences now that, I mean, as long as I've got money to drop on it, seems like I can continue to have like lots and lots of new experiences, and you know, keep myself entertained and get a lot of use out of the headset.
Yeah. I'd actually really like to see them sort of, as the price drops, being used more like, say, for kids in hospital and stuff, so that they can like experience certain things that they wouldn't necessarily, because they're like, you know, they're trapped, you know, like with long-term illnesses or that sort of stuff. I think that would be really cool to have like programs working with VR.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's a lot of potential there, and you know, if they, you could see how that technology one day, you know, if they have, you know, have more of it connected so that, you know, you actually like get some kind of feedback on it. You know, I know there's already some things people have made, like vests that you can put on that have little accelerometers in them, and you know, like it's kind of like a rumble pack, you know, or like a rumble controller, but around your body, and you'll actually like feel different things based on what's happening, and like you know, it'll be interesting as stuff like that gets further and further along, and you can actually not only do the VR stuff, but get some kind of actual like force feedback on things.
Is there like a VR version of like Wii Fit? Because I feel like that could be like an awesome...
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I do wonder.
Oh, I just thought of another good use for them too. You can get these like mechanical horses that are used to train like horse riders and stuff. And they're a good way of like getting riding fit without actually inflicting yourself on a horse. It would be really cool to combine one of them with like a VR headset. And
yeah. Yeah, see that's the kind of stuff that I think you could do a lot with. Like take some kind of existing simulation vehicle device and just add a VR aspect to it.
Oh, that would be... I'm just thinking about like all the stuff you could do. Like you could have it set up so that like the riding simulator was basically the control.
Well, and you know, like without without spending too much money, you can get like a racing wheel, and you know, get set up some kind of a cool thing so that, you know, when you play a racing game, for instance, you know, you actually feel like you're in an actual car. Like those are the kinds of games that are great for VR, where like what you are in the game is like in the cockpit of a vehicle, and it feels a lot more natural in VR if you are like piloting a vehicle and you are sitting still. You know, it replicates the fact that you are actually literally sitting still in a chair. Whereas games that have you being like a character, you know, the motion can seem kind of weird and stuff because humans don't move like that.
I don't even like view bobbing in Minecraft.
Yeah, I think I have view bobbing on. So Tagson, you'll probably get the Samsung Odyssey headset. LaCroix is just someone whispering orange while you drink sparkling water. I love LaCroix. I am not a fan of soda. I think soda is just a terrible thing that is so bad for you because of just all the sugar and shit they put in it. But I like LaCroix because it's like a non-overly sweetened alternative where you can still get that fizzy aspect of the soda.
I don't know, you can price the vanilla Coke from my cold dead hands.
Oh, you can have your vanilla Coke. I'm not gonna take it from you.
I tried some Dr. Pepper the other day.
Yeah? How was it?
I was not... Yeah, I wasn't a fan. Like, it wasn't horrible, but it just sort of was interesting.
Yeah. Alright, let's see if I can figure something out here. I want to have this kind of like a little bit of diagonal hull here. Why is this so difficult? And then, yeah, we'll go back through this thing and we'll add some detail to the walls and stuff. Fuel hauler, what's up? Who's seen the show Peep Show? I have not seen the show Peep Show. And yes, I'm also curious to know what this modded Coke is, of which you speak. Man, I don't know if this is gonna work. I might need to do like a more straight little hallway here. I will try to make this work. We'll see. Margarita time? Wait, are you saying you're about to have margaritas right now? I want a margarita. If you're gonna have margaritas, you have to share them with the class. Okay, yeah, let's take this thing down. Well, god damn it. I'm gonna make this castle look good. One way or another.
You will.
It'll eventually look alright. Man, I gotta start put some work into this new giant tree thing too. Like getting all the leaves that we're gonna need for it. It's gonna be a very daunting task.
Which type of leaves are you using again?
Well, I think we've kind of had picked out like oak and dark oak, maybe. I mean, honestly, I'd be fine using pretty much every type of leaf, whatever gets me there the fastest. It's just gonna be the leafiest tree ever. Okay, so let's see. How can we do this here? Maybe like that.
I wonder which trees do produce the most amount of leaves for the amount of like effort involved.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder. I mean, I would think oak is probably wins out. It seems like it's got the bush, you know, the most likelihood of having bushier trees. Oh, Tagson was correct about that. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, we do this. Yeah, see, I feel like this whole section, we don't need this. This part looks just a little too weird. Oh shit, and I have that thing over there too. God damn it. Alright, well, I don't know, maybe some little grassy patch can go there or something.
A balcony maybe?
Yeah, something like that. I wonder if I'm going to get Phantom soon. I feel like I am due for some.
I think so. Yeah, I really just don't like this, I don't like this crooked wall. We're gonna need to just keep this little hallway straight here. Okay, and then this is gonna come over here.
No, let's bring
Kids
that in
gone.
one more. What was that?
Kids going back to school.
Yep. This week they have, they went back to school yesterday, and it's crazy. They just snap right back into it. They're a little bit sad to end their spring break, but yeah, very resilient.
That's good.
Yep. I don't know. I miss one aspect of being a kid that I miss is like Christmas break, spring break, actually getting like decent chunks of time completely off of responsibility.
Yeah. I've got like 2 weeks coming up in May, and I'm just like, yay! It's gonna be the most awesome thing ever.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
also like, oh my god, the amount of like adulting that I have to do during those 2 weeks is like, yeah.
Yeah. That's the unfortunate part. I haven't taken more than... Oh, hey, Mr. Spider. Oh, hey, he died. Yeah, I haven't taken more than 2 weeks off in over a decade. The most I've taken off, I think, was like 12 days.
Yeah.
And that's just because, like, you know, I've taken enough time off around some of the holidays that, you know, I'm able to mix in the actual holidays that I get off with, you know, using my vacation time.
Yeah.
Now, that's part of the problem. I don't want to use such a huge chunk of my vacation time all at once. I like to try to maintain a healthy balance of a vacation.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Oops. Did not mean to do that.
I got told I had to take like 3 or 4 weeks off this year. And I sort of put in for 2, but I don't really know when I want to take the other ones off. So I'm like, yeah, I'll just have them floating and see what happens.
And you do not lose them at any point, right? Or do you have to use it before you lose it?
In theory, the company has threatened to take it away, but I also know people who have like 1,100 hours of holidays saved up. So...
Jesus Christ. Man, how do you save up that much time?
by being a freaking workaholic, basically.
Fuck that.
That doesn't bother me so much as the people who like have like thousands of hours of sick leave saved up, because it means that the bastards at some point have gotten sick and actually come to work unwell.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a fair point.
But I do know that some of our like managers and supervisors get 10 weeks off a year. Like,
holy
just in
shit.
long service leave. And then they've got other, I think we get 4 weeks legally anyway. And then they get extra. I think they get a week for every year. No, that wouldn't be quite right, but there's, you know, like there's levels of long service leave every year.
Man, that's pretty significant. Even being at my company for 10 years, I only have like 5.5 weeks.
Yeah.
And that feels like quite a bit, you know, I feel happy with that. That's far more than I've had at any job prior to that.
Yeah. I think legally out here they're required to give you 4 weeks off a year, irregardless as to like when you start.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
And if you are not a casual, they have to pay you for those 4 weeks.
Yeah.
But I do know that a lot of the like management levels, or there's 2 levels of management above me, sort of, at least at like shit kicker level, they basically get extra weeks or whatever, and there's managers who will take 12 weeks off over the summer. every year.
Wow. That's like 3 months almost.
Yeah. It's interesting. This one particular manager that does it, I don't really understand why, because all he literally does is sit at home, and he doesn't even seem to do, like, you ask him what he's done, he's like, oh, you know, like, he doesn't seem to have done any actual anything in that time. It's just like, you know, like, you'd think you'd go traveling or to undertake massive renovation projects, or, you know, I don't know, 12 weeks sitting on the couch sort of, I think would probably do my head in.
Yeah, I would definitely need to do something. I could definitely take a couple of weeks on my couch. That's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, oh, I probably could too, but I think after about week 3 or 4, I'd probably be a bit like, alright.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, oh, fair enough. Who looks like who makes good food? What? What? Fuel hauler, you had 6 weeks per year when you retired? And it was impossible. Oh, that sucks. That kind of thing. I'm very lucky that I'm able to take the time off that I need to take off. Thank you for the follow, King Colby.
I will admit, work are a little bit like that, like fuel haulers. Like, sometimes they're a bit like, yeah, you've got to take this, but also, that doesn't fit in with our production.
Yeah, it's stupid that they do that kind of stuff.
It does kind of make a little bit of sense, though, because, like, if they didn't put a limit on how many people could be on holidays, there would be weeks of the year where it's literally, like, 3 people on or something for across the whole company.
Yeah. Yeah, somehow we never really run into that issue. I think everyone, you know, where I work, everyone is kind of cognizant enough of what is going on that, you know, people tend to space their vacations out, and, you know, there's the only times that there's a lot of us off at once are around holidays, but also our clients are off on holidays because, you know, most of them are government clients, so that works out a little bit better.
Yeah. Whereas we don't stop. 365 days of the year.
Wow. Look that. Man. I've done my years of working jobs where, you know, it was all times of the year at all hours almost, and I don't know, I definitely much prefer the stable, consistent 9 to 5 and knowing that I have, like, weekends off and that I'm going to be able to go to bed at night.
Yeah.
Yep. Alright, so I gotta figure this thing out. This is gonna be a pain in the ass here.
You could just make it a really tall tower, except then it blocks off all that pretty work that you've done on the front of that other building.
Yeah, see, this one I want to do a little bit lower. I want these ones at the end to be these little smaller turrets, sort of.
I'm so hanging out for the 5th. I just want to get this computer built.
I know. I'm very excited. It'll be nice that just suddenly you'll be able... You'll just not have any computer issues again.
Yeah. That'll be so good.
It's been You know, it's definitely been a noticeable enough problem for a long time now, so I feel like in a way we're all getting a new computer. It's like,
I might
yeah.
actually be able to go and get my own sea lanterns.
I know. How about that? Yeah.
Yeah. I actually figured out, I think I figured out why the laptop carked it too, was partly because my cooling mat had turned itself off at some point, and I think it just overheated and cooked the
Oh.
hard drive.
How long did you say you had had that laptop for?
3 years, I think.
Well,
Yeah, it'll
that's
be
not too bad for a laptop. I mean,
Yeah, especially since it wasn't even like a gaming laptop, like it was literally just one that I bought it to take to classes and do uni work, and the fact that it like tolerated the gaming stuff that I wanted to do with it is probably, you know,
yeah.
it was a little laptop that tried and then fried.
The little laptop that tried. not that could, because it really couldn't. But it tried.
No, it did try.
That's good. Well, very proud of your laptop. It got you part of the way there at least.
It did, and at some point when I've got some spare money, I may end up just replacing the hard drive in it.
Well, that'd be cool if that works. I mean, having a mobile computer is always nice.
Having something that I can curl up in bed and watch Netflix on would be nice.
Yeah.
I don't know, I feel like it may have even been like a little bit older than 3 years in that I got it. Like, I had it personally for 3 years, but it was on sale and like the last of whatever, models or whatever that they were producing at the time. So it was probably slightly older tech-wise than that. And it just noticed too that like HP recalled a whole heap of laptops. Mine was not on the list, but I imagine that if they start looking into it, they may discover that it like had similar issues to the ones that they recalled.
Yeah. Yep, a lot of the times those recalls can come in pairs. Okay. This is going to require some reworking. Hopefully not much.
I wonder how much longer before the new update comes out.
I know, we have to be so close now. I mean, I'm thinking within 3 weeks, maybe? Is that too optimistic?
Maybe.
Okay, nice. Ay, ay, ay.
I re-downloaded Plague the other night.
Re-downloaded what? Plague?
Yeah. It was fun.
Yep, sounds like a fun game.
Thoroughly recommended if you ever want to like release your inner evil genius and take over the world using viruses or bacteria.
Yeah, that's funny that that is a thing that even exists.
I
Oh,
like that they're adding anti-vaxxers to it. That amuses me greatly.
yeah, that is pretty funny. I mean, it makes sense. It's, if you're gonna have a game of that nature, you gotta have that group in there. Okay, so maybe.
What is the feature you're looking forward to the most about 114?
That's a good one. That's a good question. Probably general changes to villagers, the campfire, the lanterns.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to pick one thing. There really is a lot that I'm excited for.
Yeah. I guess there is. There's so much and so much changing.
Yeah, so like iron farms are gonna be nerfed through this, right?
Yeah, I think so. I might actually have to learn to mine iron again.
Well, that's cool. I feel vindicated. I feel like, ha! I never did any of that shit to begin with. I'm gonna be at an advantage here. I hope.
I may actually, when I get the supercomputer, just set it up to AFK at Christmas Island for like 3 weeks or something before the update.
I mean, is it nerfing it so bad that like you would never do any Iron Golem farm again, or?
I know that I know that a lot of like the technical community got up in arms about it because it's like completely just like destroyed it. And from a a lot of those guys' point of view, they build these crazy ass contraptions with pistons and hoppers and like for a lot of the stuff that they're doing, you could never actually mine enough iron. Or it wouldn't be worth them mining iron, if that makes sense. Like, it's just... I think, too, the fact that it was kind of a renewable resource as well. And I know that a lot of them got quite annoyed with the way that it works. And Mojang were taking... asking them and... taking their thoughts into consideration with the with how they were doing it and stuff. It was something that they wanted feedback from the community from, so whether or not they take, or how much of that they take,
right,
into, I think it just depends a little bit, and it'll depend on stuff. But that said, I guess... yeah. Because of a lot of, you can't just shove villagers in a hole anymore in, those little cells, because they actually have to have they have to be able to sleep, and they have to be able to do this, this, and this. It's going to be really interesting. Really interesting to see what happens and how that changes, things. I don't know, but I am kind of thinking that I may set up to spend a fair bit of time AFK at Xmas, prior to us upgrading, because we won't... We've got to, we'll probably wait for Optifine to come out anyway, won't we?
Yeah, probably. I mean, I feel like that's generally been best, but it's hard to say. I don't know. We may be too eager. I mean, we didn't wait for 1.13. We did end up upgrading that before Optifine was out.
Yeah, I think though that was because Optifine was taking forever because they did all those changes under the hood and they basically had to rewrite everything.
Yeah, I hope it's a lot faster this time. A fuel hauler says they had 500 iron power farms after the initial changes, but haven't seen anything since the latest ones. Yeah, they will figure something out. I agree. Yeah. I don't know. I think people should embrace this kind of change. I mean, you think about, like, yeah, it's nice that the iron farms existed, but we're moving, in my opinion, into a much more, like, involved system. I don't know. Generally, when something goes from a simplistic, like, oh, villagers just detect a door, and it's, you know, it just kind of seemed like simple, archaic rules for the breeding and the iron golem spawning, and now that they're like more intelligent rules and they're more involved, to me that just makes the game more exciting and makes it more interesting, and you know, just having more challenge, and just having the change in general. It's like, you know, it just, hey, now you have new problems you need to solve. People should embrace that.
Yeah, no, I think that'll be good. I just also have plans that involve copious amounts of iron, and while iron farms is still a thing, plan on AFKing as much as possible for them.
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that at all. And there will inevitably be some kind of a method. I mean, there's already, I mean, what are all of the ways to obtain iron? There's iron golem farms, there's mining, obviously.
Yeah.
I want to say there's a few other sources.
You can set up a really, really slow one with a zombie spawner, because zombies sometimes drop ingots.
Yep, that's true. I'm gonna sleep in my bed.
And I guess if you want to melt stuff down as well.
Yeah.
The god armor seems interesting too.
Wait, the what armor?
Okay, so you know how like you can only have fire protection or only have blast protection or like one of those things? With this new update, you can have multiple forms of protection on there.
On a single piece of armor?
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. I had not heard of that yet.
Yeah.
And is that just through standard enchanting, or is this like a new...
I believe it's through standard enchanting. I'll be honest, I was watching a snapshot video at like 4 AM the other morning before work, and I was kind of like half paying attention, half falling asleep.
Yeah.
So...
Oh boy. Well,
I just heard God Armor and was just like, oh my god, that is so awesome. Because you know how terrified I am of literally everything that's in this game, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. There have been many a times I've heard a scream. Ah! It's so funny every time. I mean, some shit in this game is legitimately terrifying, though, so...
Now, if they could just release some sort of an enchantment that, like, gave you protection against the void, I would be a happy person.
Oh, like a Void Walker enchantment.
Yeah! So, like, you still have to walk all the way back to the end island so that you can, like, find something to, like, pillar up, and attach, but at least you're not gonna die in the void.
Yeah. Yeah, I would be in favor of that. The void is too scary. Too fucking scary.
The thing that annoys me about the void is that, like, through absolutely no fault of your own, you can end up in there.
Yeah, there have definitely been those times where, like, we've been flying or just something. You go through a teleporter and, like, you get that sensation like you're falling through the void. And then you are falling through the void. And then you're dead.
Yeah. The first time we fought the Wither, I got actually, like, spawned in on the platform. And, like, somebody spawning in behind me knocked me off straight into the void. Not the Wither, the Ender Dragon.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, see, that's some bullshit. Hmm.
Matt made it home.
I'm not sure. I'll have to text him. I mean, I assume he did.
He at least didn't ring you up asking you to, like, bail him out of jail after some wedding shenanigans went wrong, so I would assume all's well.
Yeah. Yeah, neither me or Matt are, like, big on just, like, calling and texting and, oh, did you make it home safely? Just kind of...
Yeah.
I don't know. We're very manly men, is what I'm saying. We don't have time to express emotions and tell each other how much we care about each other. I'm just kidding. Let's see. Alright, so I think that's gonna work. It's something. Okay, I think we can call this basic wall structure good for the most part. We're gonna need to come through with a bunch of stone brick now and take care of the inside. Here, let's go ahead and fly around it.
Yeah, you really need a camera account.
I know. Yeah, see, I think that'll work.
Was that a boat I saw?
Yeah, Matt had tried to make a boat, but lightning burned it down.
Oh.
See? Burnt down boat.
It's a shame.
It is. What a shame, what a shame, what a shame. I feel like I'm in a Dr. Seuss book.
There are worse books to be in, I would imagine.
Yeah, if I had to choose, I'd probably pick a Dr. Seuss book to be in.
Although I feel like the Cat in the Hat is an absolute bastard.
Oh, yeah, he's a real piece of shit. Like, yeah, the Cat in the Hat is the most disrespectful asshole that I think I have ever seen.
Like Peppa Pig level of assholery?
I'm not as familiar with Peppa Pig's assholery.
Hey. She's an asshole.
Yeah, yeah. Yep, not a Peppa Pig expert. Yeah, tags and ew, emotions. Emotions are bullshit. It's propaganda. Okay, we're gonna put these nether bricks back for now. And let's put all this dirt away, put these torches away. I get all this stuff stored here. Man, I still can't believe I beat Thumper. I was kind of worried I was gonna be stuck for a while on the well, just on that last world.
This is awesome.
Yeah, that stuff. Especially going back to level 1. It's amazing how fast everything eventually ends up coming at you in those later levels.
Yeah.
Just like everything is zipping by at breakneck speed, and I don't know how I'm managing to react in time to actually do stuff, but somehow I did it. Got through. I forgot when you play games like that just how much your hand cramps up. I used to do that with racing games a lot too. Like I played a fair amount of racing games over the years. And like, you know, when you get into those real like difficult races at the end of some of those racing games, like I just find myself gripping the controller so tightly, and like I feel like my hand, like just all my muscles are permanently contracted. It's terrible.
Sounds painful.
Yeah. It is super painful.
Oh, did you see the thing about how in the latest update you can individually change each of the textures for the paintings? And you can have like little animated ones as well.
Yeah, I did see that, and that is awesome.
Mhm.
Oh, maybe that'll be something I'll do one day, is like, I don't know, do my own custom paintings. I mean, I would just take it like, you know, an image of something that I think is cool and just put it in there. I wouldn't make the image myself because I don't have the art skills.
Yeah, I thought it would be awesome to have some stuff. It'd probably work really well in like single player worlds or something, because like the minute you have anyone come over to visit your base on like a nursing home, you could have these really cool paintings but no one else can see them.
That's true. So how do you go about overwriting the paint? Is it through a resource pack, or you can just literally just pop a file in the game folder?
I have no idea. I just know that it is a thing that you can do now. Like, you could alter the paintings, I think, in the past, but they were all... So, like, all the paintings that were one size were all the same. And I think it would just randomly select.
Hmm. Each painting is a separate PNG file now instead of in one big file, says Fuel Hauler. Yeah, see, that's what I seem to remember is seeing something where they basically just showed how you can go in and change the file out in the directory. So like even easier than having to write a resource pack or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I would
awesome.
actually like to have a go at doing a texture pack at some point.
Yeah, see, yeah, I think it would be cool, but then I always just remember, oh my god, I can't draw for shit.
Fair enough.
I like would sit there and probably think like, oh, I'm gonna make these stone bricks look so much better, and by the time I'm done, just copy and paste the stone brick texture from vanilla Minecraft. Just call it my own. It's the best I can do is just plagiarize the real thing.
Yeah. I'd really love to do one for mobs. There are a bunch of horse collars that just annoy me. And the cows annoy me. And I'd like to do something different for the chickens as well. So it would be so cool to be able to, like, modify them.
What would you do for the llamas?
I'd probably leave them alone,
Yeah?
to be honest. It's mostly just the horse collars.
Huh. Okay, yeah, this is another thing that I need to somehow get this sorted out here.
Although, two of the colours are actually very good matches for my current horses.
The existing ones?
Yeah.
Like the vanilla ones?
Yep. Yep. Yeah, they are. It's just the Pintos and the Appies that annoy me. The spotty ones.
They have quite a few different patterns. I'll give them credit for that.
Yeah.
Wait, how many are there total? Like a couple dozen?
36, I think.
3 dozen.
Because I think there's like 6 base colors and then 6 markings as well. That you can like, that get overlaid over the top of the...
I see. Yeah, I keep meaning at some point, like, I want to do some actual involved horse breeding in this game. You know, just because they have that whole system there for, like,
Yeah.
actually breeding them and having the babies inherit the traits of the parents and...
Yeah. It would be fun.
Oh, wait, what the fuck? Why did I go this way? Why did I go this way? Okay. Oh.
Out of curiosity, what type of switches or what color switches are in your keyboard?
I have no idea. Like under the keys?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never taken any of my keys off.
No, I just wondered what, like, if they were like cherry blues or browns or reds or...
Yeah, when I looked at mechanical keyboards, I saw that a lot of them were, you put on whatever keys you want and the switches look all cool underneath. But, yeah, mine came with all the keys attached. So, like, I mean, the keys themselves, they just have, like, colored LED lighting and stuff.
Yeah. I think the different colors too, like, they tend to have to do with, like, how noisy or quiet they are, and, like, if there's a bump.
Yeah. So you probably know more than I do about that.
I've been spending a fair bit of time looking at various different keyboards lately.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the one that I ended up replacing. I had a Logitech like gaming keyboard before, and I just replaced it with a not too expensive mechanical keyboard.
Yeah. Yours is a short one too, isn't it?
Yeah, it doesn't have the number pad on the right, so it's a much smaller keyboard.
Yeah. I'm thinking I want to get something with cherry reds. But I haven't quite decided yet. Well, I've sort of seen a couple. I found this one keyboard that had a key set that looked like unicorn keys.
Oh, cool.
Like that, you could replace all the keys out for like pink and purple and blue ones.
Well, that sounds nice. Would you like regularly change out your keys, do you think, or would you mix and match different types?
I think I'd probably mix and match the like different colors, just to like make the keyboard a little bit more interesting. And also too, my whole build is going to be all like white case. A lot of the stuff that's going into the case as much as possible is white. I actually am going to cover vinyl wrap all my monitors so they're white as well. So I'm kind of thinking that I want to, with the keyboard, I wanted a white keyboard, but I know it's going to get absolutely filthy, just the keys will get dirty because it's white and like oil from your hands. So I did kind of think that swapping the keys out would be a good way of like still having that mostly white keyboard but having not so much like grime and stuff on there.
Yeah.
Although I guess if you can pull them off, hitting them with some decent cleaner every now and then probably wouldn't hurt either.
Yeah, that's true. Can't be too hard to clean off the keys.
Yeah, the mouse mat I've got looks like it's machine washable too, so I am basically going to shove that in when I do my bedding. Yeah. See, I'm fortunate with mine. I tend to keep my hands very, very clean when I'm like at the computer, so I've been able to minimize like hand grime and stuff. Yeah.
Bird, thank you for 100 bits, and hello! How are you doing, Bird? You missed my amazing Thumper stream. It was truly spectacular. Ah, shit, I don't think I did myself any favors here. I'm still in a pickle because I have to do this. Oh...
I might have to think about going and feeding horses at some point in the not so distant future.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go like crazy long tonight. I am pretty worn down. This week has been a little more intense than
Yeah.
than most weeks. We have this big conference in San Francisco next week that I need to be at. And I'm doing a training session and, well, 2 training sessions, like hour-and-a-half training sessions, and then 2 presentations the next day. So,
Shit.
yeah, there's a lot of preparing for that. I need to get slides, put my slides together, and yada yada yada.
I hope it all goes well for you.
Oh, thanks. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm fortunate at this point. I've done enough trainings and presentations that I don't get nearly as nervous as I used to get with that kind of stuff. It's just kind of like,
Yeah.
just gotta go through the paces, and you know, as long as I know I've prepared, you know, it's usually pretty alright.
Yeah.
Well, we'll figure that out. Alright, let's cover more of this. So this will just create a, you know, the second layer here that I'll be able to go and add those little details along the outside and carve them in, and there'll be this nice stone brick backdrop, and then I'll come through and do another pass and replace some of these blocks with stairs, and then just sweep around the whole building, putting those little views in. I think it'll look pretty nice when it's done.
I'm sure it will.
Thanks for having faith in me. I could also fail miserably. That's always a possibility.
Never.
Just this whole thing could just look like a giant sack of shit.
I don't think it will, though.
Yeah, well, we will see.
I have faith.
Yeah, I mean, now that we've got an actual, like, well-established shape to this thing, I like to think, as the details go on and as I figure out a roof situation, it'll just kind of slowly just come together as something, at least that looks something like a castle or a fort.
I'm sure that it will. It already sort of does.
Yeah, it's getting there. Slowly but surely. Yeah, so this weekend, I'll need to figure out what I'm doing for my streams this weekend. Assuming Matt's available, I'll do one of my nights on this server. Hopefully with him. Let's see if we can find something fun to do, and then yeah, we'll have to see if we've got some nursing home folks available. When is the date you think you'll have your PC done by?
It'll be the weekend after this one. It'll be the 5th we're gonna build it, so...
Oh, cool. So not too far away.
I can join voice this weekend, but I can't play. And then the weekend after, hopefully I should, assuming that everything goes together well and, you know, I should be good for that. So the 6th and the 7th, I should be good after then.
Awesome.
I have a lot of stuff to do between now and then. kind of a little bit nervous because I bought 2 desks from Kmart, which is kind of like our version of Walmart, only without the like supermarket bit attached to it. And it's kind of weird to be putting an expensive computer on like $25 worth of furniture.
Yeah. Well, we still have a Kmart here in Phoenix. I feel like most of them have gone out of business at this point.
I think our Kmart is sort of equivalent to Target, if that makes sense. Like, it's, from what I've seen of the Americans posting on BuzzFeed and stuff, who always get really amazed when Kmart Australia, you know, or Australian BuzzFeed posts. There's a really big difference between our Kmart and yours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's a lot of like dog hair on the floor though, fuel hauler, which I feel like might not be so good for the inner workings of it.
Yeah, the last time we were at a Kmart was well over 10 years ago. The only Kmart we have here is on a not as good side of town. Basically, a side of town that we would never have a reason to drive to.
Very cool.
And we only have, we just have a Walmart and a Target nearby.
Target's good.
And a Best Buy. I'm glad to see Best Buy has managed to stay in business. I've always liked Best Buy.
I don't think we have Best Buy out here.
Yeah, and I don't remember what it was. There's something that, like, basically managed to keep them afloat. You know, when a lot of other retail stores were, you know, shutting down, going out of business or whatever. I think, you know, I don't know. I don't know if it was the Geek Squad stuff and, like, just the fact that they offered, like, technical support and extended warranties and all kinds of, like, you know, shipping for crazy TVs and everything, or, you know, if it was just something else, but...
Yeah. We're starting to get Costco.
Wait, you haven't had Costco before?
Well, I think probably, like, it's only really been within the last 10 years that it's become a thing.
Wow, Costco's awesome.
Yeah.
They treat their employees well. I'm pretty sure they're privately owned, which in my mind is kind of a big deal. I mean, I'm biased towards that because the company I work for is privately owned, and I feel like companies that are privately owned are run much, much better than publicly owned companies because the shareholders have more of a vested interest in the long-term success of the company. You know, versus like a publicly traded company, it's just like everyone that owns shares, all they care about is just maximizing profits as quickly as possible. And
yeah, that would be like my uncle. He has shares in all sorts of stuff, and sometimes it's like, yeah, cool. But yeah, it kind of annoys me too, because like people who, you know, get super like into that and share trading and stuff will often too just like sell shares willy-nilly. Like, they're not super invested in it because in 2 years they might be like, oh, I got a good deal for this, I'll, you know,
yeah,
cash in. And
no, absolutely. Yeah, I like the way at my company, like, you're not invited to be a shareholder until you've actually been with the company for, you know, some time and, you know, had some level of contribution to the company's success. And then, you know, as soon as you leave, you have to sell your shares back. And only employees of the firm can own shares. And it's like, man, that really makes a heck of a lot of sense. I mean, I'm not against publicly, you know, like, if I had the money, I would probably buy stocks in publicly traded companies and want to maximize my profits and everything. You know, it's the game that's there. But yeah, as far as like Just my personal observation. It seems like companies that are privately traded just tend to be a little bit better. Fuel Hauler says, we delivered to Costco's in the region and their employees had good things to say about them. Yeah, that's kind of the impression I've been under too. I mean, when you go and shop at Costco, their tags say like how long they've been with Costco. And it's surprising how many people have been there for, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. You look around and you don't see a bunch of people that have only been there for less than a year. Like, there are people that have been there for a long time and obviously not tried to seek work elsewhere.
Although I've legitimately been with my company for 6 years and I don't particularly like them very much, so there's that.
That's true. You think you're going to be with them for a long, long time, or?
Probably for a little while longer. Just because I'm in this kind of, I need to go back to school and get educated in something before I can really try for another career. But yeah, it's interesting. I know that there are guys out. One guy just celebrated his 45th anniversary out there, and it was like, oh god.
Wait, working at that company for 45 years?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Why is he still working? Why has he not retired?
We ask this question every day.
Who? God, to work for 45 years. That means if you started working when you were 16 there, it's like, well, assuming 16 is the age to work, like the youngest you could possibly be is like 61 years old.
Yeah. I know. And well, there's a lot of people out there who are like sort of between like 25 and 35 years, and then there's him who's got his 45-year thing.
Wow. Yeah, if things go well, I hope that I have the opportunity to retire before I'm before I'm 65. Hopefully somewhere in my 50s, and again, if things continue to go smoothly, that's very, very possible with the company I work for, and a lot of people do tend to retire well before they turn 65.
Yeah. I don't know. I think the retirement age here is either 65 or 67. Depending on how old you
Celtic
are.
Daddy! What's up, Celtic?
Hi, Celtic!
Good to see you again, man. How are you? I don't know if you've noticed, but I've done some non-Minecraft streams over the last week. Did a bunch of VR stuff, and finally finished Thumper tonight, so I figured I'd spend the rest of the night just getting back into my regular Minecraft streams. Okay, maybe that can go to there, maybe. Just keep that wall. So the problem is if I do these double thick walls here, I won't even be able to get through here, so let's call that part pretty good.
That ravine's in a really awkward spot.
Which is? This one?
The ravine. Yeah, that you've got like the glass over.
Yeah. I'm not sure what our original thoughts were for this. And yeah, this one too. There was this overhang over the village, and these grand ideas to put this castle thing on it, and that's become a lot more of a pain than I think we anticipated. All right, so now, yeah, let's step back. We're gonna start working on some more of these little thingies here. Oh, Celtic, I am working on this little castle thing on this little cliff top over this village. This is our original base on this server that we had kind of abandoned for a long time. And the last few streams we've come back here and we've been working on touching this up and actually finishing it and making things look nice. So I've just been working on getting these basic walls up. Next we're going to go through, we're going to put a bunch of these doohickeys all over the building. Get some roofs on. I did a bunch of terraforming around the cliff, or you know, and the underhang over around this building. So, you know, when it's all said and done, hopefully it looks like a sweet little castle nestled on this little cliff overhang thing over the village. And then we got to redo the village too. Right now there's these just shitty cobblestone huts everywhere. Turn those into proper houses. So yeah, it'll take some time to get through all of this.
Sounds like you've got a fair bit of a project, or fair few projects.
Yep, I do. I do. More class spawnable platforms, yep. Oh, I love my glass. Okay. Yeah, let's do a little bit more here. It is after midnight, so I'm gonna have to call it soon here. Damn work. Wish I could just call in and be like, I played too much Minecraft last night. I'm hungover. I need to take the day off. Okay, so we did 3 blocks between these two. Yeah, 3 blocks there. And let's see, here we go. 1, 2. So it starts 2 blocks up. Right. Yeah. Yep, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure. I don't know. Assuming it's a bug, hopefully it is fixed soon. It'll make for some interesting gameplay. I don't know. I was just preaching earlier about how I just whatever changes they decide to make, I kind of just embrace all of it because I think it's fun. It's always fun to see the game change and to have to adapt to new mechanics and stuff. All right, let's go look at the top here. Was that 2 at the top as well? Yeah, that's 2. Yeah, we're gonna need to go get my other materials back so I can do this properly. Okay, so we are going to need glowstone, stone brick stairs, cobblestone wall, and nether brick stairs. Okay, wait, before we go over there, let me just check in this chest here. What's up, XTR Mellow? Extra Mellow? Is that how I'm supposed to say that? extra mellow, extra mellow.
I'm gonna duck off now, I think. It's gonna get dark soon if I don't go and feed these horses, so I will catch you this weekend. Bye, Zeus.
Bye, Rosinka. Say hi to the ponies for me.
Will do. Bye.
Bye. Alright, down the stairs we go. And to get our materials. Brick stairs. And more nether brick stairs. I probably didn't need that many, but hey, now there's no doubt that I have enough. Stone bricks. Or stone brick stairs. These we'll need a few more of. And glowstone. Extra mellow, I am just working on stuff. Just building this little thing up here on the cliff. And working on adding some of this detail now. Okay, so if we did that, we go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think that works. Okay. Let's do that, and that, and that, and that. Okay, and then we do the cobblestone wall here. Oh no, no, is that not gonna work? Okay. Let's make sure I'm doing this right. Was that? Or is this I think this was a solid block here. And then we do the stairs. Yeah, shoot, we'll check it in a minute. Okay, before I finish that, let's go check the other one over here, make sure we got proper design going. Okay, yeah, solid block. And then all the stairs all the way up to the top. Ah, okay, that's a solid block at the top too. That's the piece that I messed up. You got a small bit injured on Monday? You had to get it sewed? Oh, so you had to get stitches. Yikes. I've never actually had to get stitches before. I broke my leg when I was 6. Spiral fracture on my tibia fibula, but I never had to get stitches. Somehow never got gashed. A big enough gash to need that. Fuck getting injured, man. Okay, I think this is, yeah. Alright, yeah, we're gonna need to do a little bit of pillar jumping here. Yeah, you and me both, Texan. This is coming from a guy that suffers from kidney stones. Haven't had any in a few years, but I've had multiple bouts of kidney stones in my life, and for someone who, you know, I'm not like a super manly man when it comes to pain. I mean, you know, I'll tolerate it, but I am crying on the inside. You know, some people, pain just doesn't seem to bother them. Or they're really good at pretending like it doesn't bother them. Oh, let's see, can we get this? Oh, we can't get up there. Boo! Three. No. No, what are you doing there? You are not supposed to go there. Your grandpa has kidney stones too? Yeah, thanks. You're making me feel a lot better. Yeah, when I went to the urologist, they thought I was some kind of rare anomaly because all they ever see is old people with kidney stones. I go, this is very unusual to see a man in his 20s/30s with kidney stones. Wait, it happened 30 years ago? Are you telling me I'm really, really old? Is that what you're telling me, Celtic? Are you calling me an old man? Well, you're right, I am. Wait, hold on, what did you get taken out? He got kidney stones taken out? Please tell me your grandpa didn't get his kidneys taken out, because, yeah, he's gonna die. You need your kidneys, or at least a kidney. Oh, I know. Man, in the circles I hang in, I am very much the kid still. Even at 34 years old, I'm still. I played pool or billiards or whatever you want to call it for like a good like 8 years, I think. And in the league I played in, like, it was like just full of people that were in their like 50s, 60s, 70s, a couple people in their 80s. And here I am, this kid in his 20s/30s. I've just always been the youngest in whatever situation I'm in. Although, yeah, now at work, there are definitely the majority of the people on my team are younger than me. So, I don't know. Starting to feel like a little more of a grown up. I'm a real grown up. I'm hunting wabbits. I'm glad he got the stones removed and not his actual fucking kidneys. Don't take my kidneys. You can take my kidneys from my cold, dead cavity where my kidneys used to be. Yeah, let's do something like this. Get a view going in here. Oh man, it is 12:22. I gotta just park my guy right here probably. This is a good place to park. Oh, you know what? I have destroyed some of my torches. It's getting dark in here. The young kids played in the Miller Lite League, and us old folk played in the Bud Light League locally. That's funny. Well, thank you all. Thank you. Yeah, let me call it here. It's been a good night of streaming. We got Thumper completed. I'm gonna get those videos uploaded to YouTube so I can have a complete, basically, yeah, a complete Thumper playthrough. I think we did it over a total of 4 streams to get all 9 levels done. That game was fucking nuts. Super awesome though. Yeah, Fuel Hauler, thanks for stopping in and hanging out with us, man. Always good to see you. And Owl, good to see you as always. Yeah, thank you for enjoying these streams so much. I'm glad you're always here, cheering me on, man. Take it easy, Celtic Daddy. Yeah, thanks so much for stopping in and for the resub, you guys. I really appreciate it. Love you all, and I will see you on Friday. Later.